We're getting close.
It's almost time.
Yes. I don't know. I said in the last video, but if you're at home and this is July 31st and it's 11:30 at night, here's rooting for you. Been there, done that. But if not, hopefully this has been good so far. 16 asks us to turn it back inside out to the wrong side. And so if you have safety pins here, that's really good. If you're like me and didn't have safety pins and are using needles, you just want, or straight pins, you just want to be careful because there's a pokey end of needle somewhere in this bag. Oh, I'm being too trepidatious about this.
Just get stabbed.
Honestly, they want you to cheat the whole thing out through here, but you just need to be able to get at the... Actually, it's probably better if you get the whole thing out. So you make sure that nothing is puckered up. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be doing that on your lap. You can't see it very well there.
If we get that you're turning inside out.
If you didn't backstitch before and after the opening on the bottom of the lining, you're gonna feel it now because that hole ripped wider. Okay, so now we want to find those corners that we haven't stitched up yet. And hopefully our straps are still attached, and mine are, yay.
Yay.
So we're gonna pin this. Remember how we sewed the box corners on the lining? That's what we're gonna do here. But they want you to make sure that you don't catch the pocket when you're doing this, which you're like, oh my God. When they told me that at first, I'm like, well, how am I gonna know? Like, I'm gonna have to tell them to feel. Then I realized there's already a seam here. So you want to sew right next to the seam, a little bit to the right. On top of it, also fine, but...
Maybe just give yourself a little insurance.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna pretend that I ran out of pink on purpose so they could see my 2 lines of stitching. Here we're going through a little bit of bulk, so...
Nice and slow.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you can see those two.
Yes, they're right next to each other.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this on the other side. Again, you're gonna hope that your straps stayed attached to their process. If not, you're going fishing inside there to find it before you do this. But once again, match up the seams from opposite each other.
Are you gonna have straps 2 ways now on this bag?
On mine I am, but that's because I put the loop in the lining.
Okay.
Most people won't unless they put the loops in the lining. Oh, 2 ways on this bag? No, I'm not. Sorry, I've
Where's
replaced
your other strap?
I replaced and I went with the short strap styles. Okay. So if you had straps, if you remembered I had pink sandwiched in here, I don't. I now have the loops of navy. Oh shoot, I gotta get this pin out before. There's a pin with the head going the other direction, and I gotta get it out before I sew it into the bag. If you do trap a pin inside your bag, I have seam ripped bags to fetch pins out of them. It won't be the first time. Okay, woo! There's both of our corners. And it wants you to press the seam towards the bottom, which means this direction. Normally I'd edge stitch something like this, but you can't through this many layers. If you have a serger, this would be a great place to serge. Otherwise, it's gonna be on the interior. It'll be okay.
Okay.
Shoot, I didn't keep my seams butterflied open. Now I'm keeping them because they still match up, but Ah, I wish I would have. I wanted these to stay butterflied open on the bottom. Oh well, okay. Turn it once more back inside out. Oh, sorry, that's the next step.
We'll see you in a second.